Hello, everyone. My name is Yulia. Recently, I had an incredible idea. What if I try something new? I chose the craft of epoxy resin because I've seen amazing artworks by artists online that simply mesmerize with their beauty. But here's the question: where do I start? I did some research to select the resin I'll use for my project. Wow, so many positive reviews about this product. Craft resin seems perfect for both beginners and experienced crafters. Decision made. I'll use craft resin. Following the instructions, I'm confident I won't mess up. First, I'll get myself and my workspace ready. Gloves, apron, mold, resin, cups, ready to go. First step, mix the resin and hardener in the right proportions. Since I'm pouring a thin piece, I'll use a 1.1 resin ratio, recommended for a depth of 1.4 inch. Carefully pouring resin into a cup, then adding the hardener. Important note, measure craft resin by volume, not weight. Many beginners make this mistake, so be attentive. Now, I'll thoroughly mix the resin to avoid bubbles. About 3 to 5 minutes of stirring. The current air temperature is quite high, but the optimal working temperature for this resin type is 21 to 24 degrees Celsius, hoping the heat won't spoil my piece. Craft resin's innovative formula minimizes bubbles, so I'm not too worried about having many. Great. Now I'll add some color using mica powder. While I mix the pigment with resin, let me tell you how I calculated the required resin amount for this project. It's straightforward. Craft Resin's website has a calculator that helps determine the needed resin. Just input the parameters. Meanwhile, everything's ready. I'll pour the resin into the mold. Honestly, this is nerve-wracking for me. It's my first time doing something like this. Can't wait to see the result. I decided to experiment a bit and add some decor to my piece. All done. It looks amazing. Now I'll patiently wait for it to fully cure, which takes 24 to 48 hours. Full hardening occurs after 72 hours. In a few days, we'll be able to see the result of my creation. And I'll also be able to draw final conclusions about craft resin. It's been about 2 days, which means that my creation is already ready. I can't wait to see what it turned out to be. Carefully remove the item from the mold and just look at this. I'd like to say that I enjoyed working with craft resin. It's really easy to work with, even for beginners. I expected to encounter more difficulties, but everything went wonderfully. I'll continue my experiments with resin, trying out new types from craft resin and sharing my work with you. See you soon.